Hello guys and girls, Voices from the Dark here, welcome back to the champion of Cyrodiil challenge with Marina Mistfire, who's looking out over Cyrodiil on this foggy day. We have just escaped from the Lake Arius caverns after thwarting the Mythic Dawn plot. Sort of. Mankar Cameron got away with the Amulet of Kings, but we did get the Mysterium of Xerxes, the book that they seem to really dig. We didn't quite finish everything we wanted to finish in here. I got a little sidetracked, I got a little stressed because of Julius. We tried to save the Argonian priest, and I think we managed to, unless he perished in the caves when we weren't looking, but we can go back in and see if we find his body. Now, this is the road we came in, and that is currently locked. However, I believe there's a storage room further in the back, where there was a door with a hard lock that we didn't step into at the time. And we've already been through these rooms and gotten what we needed to get. This is where we left Julius the last time. So I think we're gonna make our way around and see if we can't find an alternative path to get in. Because we did raise this gate, this portcullis in one area that I think might lead back across where the locked door is right now. Right here, because now we're on the other side of that door. And looks like we have some more friends. Hey everybody. Terribly sorry about all the chaos I caused. Ah! Yeah. Ooh. I like your armor. I wonder if you can ever obtain it. Because they get the armor through a bound spell. So I'm not sure if that'll ever be available to the player. Oh.
Will welcome your soul in Oblivion.
Well, that sounds wonderful. You girls keep doing your thing. I'ma just back up a little bit. All right. You wanna call out for Lord Dagon, huh? Oh wow. I kind of want to call out for Lord Dagon too. And someone in the comments, let me know how it is that we could do this thing. I knew that we could do it if we were a part of the Mythic Dawn, but you have to actually be a part of the Mythic Dawn faction, and you can only be a part of the Mythic Dawn faction if you end up killing Julius. So if I load the save where I've been asked to kill Julius, let's see if this works. I haven't tried it yet. This won't be canon. Yeah. There we go. We all happy?
The time of preparation is
You are
almost
now
over.
a member of the Order of the Mythic Dawn, one of the chosen. Your life belongs to Lord Dagon.
That is freaking sweet. Hold on. Does it say? I'm in the Mythic Dawn faction. No. I thought it was... I thought that was the solution. Oh. Well, that's a little disappointing then.
The new day.
Oh, shut your face. But then you get kicked out as soon as you attack somebody. Okay, interesting. I thought that was gonna... Whatever. No matter. Looks like... You know, Marina's just so pure, she would never call out and praise Lord Dagon. That's just not her, okay? It would break with her character. That's why she doesn't do it. And we did have a door in the back here. Now, we still don't have any lockpicks, so we'd want to consider getting a few. We do have the skeleton key, but we don't get any experience when we use it, and experience is a bit of an important factor in this playthrough. Badoom. Okay. Where's the goods? Torches. Whoa. Chests. Badoom. Greater Soul and Petty Souls. 420. A couple of other things. Alright, I'll take it. I won't complain. Another chest. A potion. Base Ring of Light. Yeah. I don't mind picking up something that weighs about the same as a feather. And sells for an okay amount. I'll leave torches behind. I can't always be bothered. And more Journeyman Alchemy gear. What do you think of me? We still have one Journeyman piece, don't we? Yes, we have the Journeyman Calcinator. We got to get something better there. But then we have Master equipment in the other slots, so that's quite fun. Okay. Care has been cleared. The cave has been cleared out. Now we have every item. We've killed every person in here, and we can successfully say that we did good on this day. And we'll be off. Were there torches still shining on the ground behind us who were laying there? I think maybe they were. Why doesn't that happen with my torches? That's so cool. I mean, it doesn't really have an area of effect anywhere, even in the darkness, so it doesn't really matter, but I find that so disappointing in games like that. I think it was Terraria I played where you could drop a torch into a dark room and it would light it up from above. That just feels good. It's just one of those mechanics that just feels really good. Just dropping something into a dark room and just seeing it light up as it go. It's very satisfying. Well, I suppose we should start headed towards the Imperial City. I do want to get back there at long last. We are carrying way too much loot. We have a couple of loose threads that we want to finish up. And there are also some quests around the city that we can do now. Quests that I do not really have a recollection of doing. So I look forward to that. Before that, I'm going to pop these because we're about to run out of feather points to help us keep going. We also want to make the Wanderer's Hood now that we finally got the Black Hood from Rabasa. So, as we're headed back though, we want to stop by this area over here, where we're going to come across just a little settlement along the way. I just wanted to check it out. You know, maybe there's something there. I don't know. If you remember a few episodes back when we fought that strong... Was she an orc or a Nord? I think she was a Nord woman, judging by her name. Rigmore, she had a full set of Daedric, which we acquired and we're still carrying, and we want to do something with later. She had a note on her body that I picked up, but I always forget to read it. So let's actually read it this time around with some beautiful combat music. Rigmore, set up camp out of sight to keep an eye out for strangers. Umbakana thinks to cheat us as usual, so we'll play it cautiously. Do not enter the ruin until I arrive. We may not need to risk our necks this time. So just a little note that helps set up the situation, but we won't need this. It's dangerous to just drop things like that out in the middle of nowhere, but actually I shouldn't have even done that because now the game must remember that I dropped it there. Whatever. You know, littering is bad, even in this game. I feel like that's intentional game design right there. You can't just litter, you can't just drop tons of items in the ocean because the game has to keep track of them and makes it slower and more unstable. And well, here we are at Harm's Folly. And do you remember the times when we would get to a farm and then immediately start looting everything because we could make restore fatigue potions and level up alchemy? It was our first master skill after all. So why am I doing it again? We've maxed out alchemy. It's not like we'll ever need to level alchemy again, right? Well, not quite. In our inventory, we have the final alchemy skill book that we've not read, but we don't get a point when we read it. Because, of course, we're maxed out in alchemy. So, what I suggest we do is that when we go back to the city, we spend some time in jail, we punch a guard or something. We bring this down to 98. We read the book, which brings us up to 99. And then we level up normally from 99 to 100, making sure we don't go over like here. I think the reason we went over is that we made a lot of potions quickly. And you get a certain amount of experience for making a potion. And you get a smaller amount of experience if you pick an ingredient. So if you get up to 99%, we could just pick ingredients until it nearly, you know, barely budges over and reaches the top. Doesn't look like there's anybody here, but this seems like just a good place to, you know, spend the night, lay in the potato field, just enjoy the atmosphere, really. Yeah, that's what I feel like doing right now. Just enjoy the potato life. And we'll see if anybody's around to engage us in a pleasant conversation when we wake up. Oh, what a beautiful day. Harm's Folly still... Oh, hello.
If you're here to rob me, I'm afraid I have nothing left.
No, no, don't leave me, Korik. Why would you do this? Okay. Well, Korik seems like an interesting fella. Let's go. Let's go inside and see what he's up to. I mean, he might hate me for breaking in, but what is he gonna do? Hurt me? I'd like to see him try. Korik, awfully rude to just leave like that. Oh, enjoying your leek breakfast.
If you're here to rob me, please, I implore you, help me avenge my wife's death.
Wow, straight to the point, huh? Avenge?
Barely a week ago, I left Harm's Folly to go buy supplies as I usually do once a month. What a fool I was to leave my wife alone. The goblins must have been watching me, as they knew right when to strike. I could hear Kayleen's screams from far away. Those wretched beasts killed her. Filthy animals. Had I only been there to stop them.
I'm sorry, Korik. How can I help?
I'll tell you how you can help. Kill those things, every last one of them. They destroyed everything I hold dear. In their greed, the creatures grabbed a jade amulet off of Kayleen's body. Bring me back that amulet so I may use it to remember her by.
Okay, revenge served cold.
Exhausted Mine is not far to the southwest. Be careful. Its many twists and turns hide the goblin hordes.
Did you hear how he said the word southwest? Did that seem a little off? I believe in the original script he says that the Exhausted Mine is to the southeast. But the unofficial Oblivion patch corrects it, so I think they've taken a sample of, you know, the Breton voice actor saying west in a different sentence and just patched it in like that. So it's, you know, it's a nice little detail when there's such, you know, an obvious error. Revenge served cold. Go look for the jade amulet worn by his wife. Okay. Sure didn't have a lot of faith in his wife. Like, oh, second I leave her, she's dead. You know, women can't fight, can't defend themselves at all. I don't know, man. Have you seen Marina? She's... okay, she's kind of extraordinary. No human is like Marina. Yeah! There we go. Just wanted to... oh, it looks like I didn't even fill up my soul gem with that stabby stab. I think I have a lot of minor soul gems that are collecting some of it. Is that her body? I really hope that's not her body. He probably buried her somewhere. I hear Jeremy Soul's orchestra out in the woods. Oh boy. Hey, hey. Weak goblins. Okay, well now I'm out and I can't even use a Sura Star to recharge. Petty soul gems annoy me a lot. I'm gonna be selling a lot. Look, greater soul gems with petty souls. Everything here is a petty soul. That's petty. Okay, game? Thank you. That's what I wanted. I shouldn't make fun of Jeremy's soul too much though. A few days ago I woke up to my phone vibrating and so I was like, oh, stupid chatter or another I'm a part of. Why won't it leave me alone? Turns out it was a notification on Twitter that Jeremy's soul now follows me. And that made my morning. So, you know, I just tweeted something at him and he retweeted it and liked it, and he's actually a really cool guy and really easy to reach on Twitter. So if you want to go say hi to him, chances are high you'll get a response. So that was really fun. Now I'm in a bit of a pickle because I was focusing on telling the story and not... oh boy. Okay. Boom! There we go. That's a warlord right there. He's extra big! Okay, I'm out of charge. That's why I almost died now. So I think we're gonna pop a couple of health potions. Go, 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 go! It's no shame in running. It's not even called running. It's called tactically retreating. That's right. All right, I'm back. I just need a little breather. You know how it is. Gets a little exhausting sometimes. There we go. Ethereus is back up and running. When they keep blocking though, that's actually a really good way of stopping me from using Ethereus. Ethereus works best in quick succession. Somebody's about to strike me in the butt. I just heard him. Ow! Oh, he got a slap off on my butt. It's not an okay thing to do, my friend. But I'll let it slide for this time. I'll have my revenge. Just give me a moment to just breathe a little. Where's the fiend? I actually want a torch now. It's a little dark in here. Also, I can fix up on some things as well. Feels so good being able to fix up on enchanted goods. The zombies are summoned. I shouldn't put... oh, the shamans are in such close proximity. And I think they're actually reflecting a lot of my weakness spells as well. Oh boy, and the zombies hit for a ton. Okay, they're actually making this a little tricky here. Okay, so we're gonna try to ignore the zombies. Huh, jump through here. Get to the shamans in the back. Hope that they don't reflect too much. Boom, got one of them. And got 2 of them. Okay. They're actually putting up a little bit of a struggle. As always, ooh, we actually have a lockpick. Do I trust myself with the lockpick? I mean, I do. As long as I get my spell, the Shadow Hide spell. However, that would mean giving up a spot for it. Alright, we're gonna give up a spot for it. I don't know why I crouched down like that, so I hope they don't see me. Boom. So gotta get our security experience, so we can't get too lazy with our lockbreaker spell. Let's see. Lesser Staff of Ruin. We already have a Staff of Ruin. Oh, I did not mean to pick that up. I legitimately don't think we need it. It's good being able to destroy some things. Armor and weapons. Where is that freaking thing? Lesser Staff of... Was it not a... It wasn't a Staff of Ruin. That's... Lesser... Well, okay, I'm just blind. Why can I not see... Lesser... Wow, I feel really stupid right now. I must have... Oh, right. Here's the staff. I must have picked up his staff. So I never picked it up. That's why it wasn't in my inventory. I think I'm slightly going mad. There's the Staff of Frost. That can get out of here. Okay. There's gonna be more of them in here. Making my life miserable. Well, Aetherius has a full charge, so this shouldn't be a problem, especially not since we can do the first strikes here. Trying to shield herself, healing herself. Yeah. But it won't be enough to stop Aetherius. Or it will. I think she is dispelling herself in the effect, or trying to reflect it back onto me. She's being quite rude. Now the good thing is that I do believe we have right back at the start now, the same scenario. Can she summon 2 of them, or is that from a... Oh, why are there so many? So many wenches in this cave. Well, spend a couple of these. And come on. My little lady friend, what are you doing? First boss we ever faced in the game was a... Ooh! That was a nice one. First boss we ever faced was a goblin shaman. Looks like they're gonna prove to be an issue again. I don't think the first one we faced was even really a problem. Bugger off. There we go. I think we used poisons against her and it turned out rather well. Okay. Well, the reason I don't really like waiting is because then I have to repop my feather spells. So I'd prefer to just heal myself, maybe pop a Welkin Stone. I feel like we've gotten a lot better at actually using resources. I mean, I still have a little ways to go when it comes to picking up things, but I feel like maybe I'm improving. Okay, so we gotta keep our eyes peeled for the Jade Amulet that Korik's wife had. Mud Crab. Bah, bah, bah. Hold on, let me charge that up. Bah, there we go. More like it. And a silver vein. Your blade skill Ooh. Looks like we're about to get a level up. Now, this is probably going to be the most inefficient level up that we've ever gotten. But as I have explained, we don't need to be as dedicated to just picking up the best possible loot at this stage. What am I saying? Picking up the most XP in a given skill. We don't need to get the +5, +5, +5 in order to reach max. We'll be okay. We're actually going to be okay. As long as we get a couple of levels in speechcraft and other skills that govern personality, because this is going to be the hardest one to train. The other two, strength and agility, we're definitely going to be able to max over time. It's just that if we max those sooner, we would have an easier time with the game, because we'd get staggered less, we'd be able to carry more and deal more damage, although the damage portion would be rather negligible. I think maybe that shaman got really shocked by her own. Or they're trying to cast a spell on me that is cast on them. That might also be, and they're weakening themselves to the spell that I cast, and then my spell reflects on them with something or other. Or I weaken them to a spell, and they cast a spell on me that reflects onto them, and therefore their own spell kills them, just amplified by my own spell. That might also be what happens. So, we're over encumbered again. Just picking up the Mao. I think we need to drop something here. Do we really want a Daedric short sword? That's not really the heaviest thing we have, though. I think maybe we'd want to drop the short sword of lightning rather. We wouldn't be able to get like the full price of like a Daedric short sword either way. We really wouldn't. And that's okay. I'm just gonna sell things just for the sake of selling them. Doesn't have to be optimal, like finding somebody with a low mercantile and sell the minor loot, and then finding somebody like expert mercantile but an extra stack of gold for the really expensive. Feeble limb! I was just removing things so I could start... Oh, I gotta cure that disease too. I also did notice that our intelligence was drained by 1. I'm not quite sure why, because we don't really have any active effects right now. Nothing that would indicate it, because the scales just give us a plus. So it's a little interesting. I'm not quite sure what's causing that effect. We'll maybe try stopping by an altar and praying and seeing if that does something, because it might just be that our stat has been damaged. That might be, I forget just exactly how that effect works, because I haven't seen it as prevalent in this game as it was in, for example, Morrowind. I remember you could get a stat like Strength just totally wrecked by a few creatures that I met in the Blood Moon DLC on Solstheim. So Brynjar, our Nord warrior, just had to drop everything he had in a cave, run back to town naked in order to find a cure and restore his strength. And it made for a fun episode being chased through the woods by angry bears, but yeah, that was a pain. Did prove to be a challenge though, so I'm not saying it's a bad system. Just an interesting one. Okay, so zoop, shadow hide you. Then we open you up. And you give me the goods. Still no jade app. There we go. Took you some time. I think Grandma needs a pair of new glasses. Oh boy. Let's just get rid of Grandma's old boyfriend. He's always hanging around. Nobody really likes him. Okay. Now that you're alone, I will run past. You can try to hide behind your undead companion, but I won't. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, he's coming in for a strike. He's coming in from downtown. And we want... What would be the most potent? I think simply a potion. Potion is really what I was looking for. Boom, and then one overtime one. Dink! Just make sure I get that block on him. I didn't feel like I could just run past. There we go. Oh boy. When there's more of them, it gets trickier. Those are really the worst combat situations for us at the moment. We do have some AoE with our weakness spells and our shock spells, and if they're right next to each other, we can KO several enemies in one go. But generally, they're a bit spread out, and there's one in the back and one in the front. Like how the zombie took the damage there, because that would have killed the shaman. Luckily, the weakness was still active. This has to be the inner den. Yeah, do you see that? Spell went straight back at her. Alright, Aetherius needs some charge now. Weakness, and stab the... Oh, warlords! Goblin warlords. I think they might be one of the creatures that never stop scaling, who'll always be strong, so to say. That's not the spell that I wanted. There's a bit of a delay when you swap, and I cast the spell before it's fully swapped. Oh, that... There we go. Gotcha, mister. You tried your best. But you didn't succeed. And that's okay. So at least you learned, and... Well, you're dead, so your experience won't really do you any good now. Is this the furthest reaches of this cave? It's not. I get why they named this mine the Exhausted Mine, though. I'm feeling pretty exhausted right about now. Okay. No worries, this is probably gonna be the last dungeon romp before town. I really look forward to getting back to town, just relaxing, wandering the streets, checking out the shops, going back home. We can actually pick up the bottles of Shadow Banished wine that we have at home, and it'll bring us to 6 bottles, which is just what we need for the Venerable Vintage quests. So we can head over and deliver that. There we go, got her in time. It's gonna be a lot of warlords and shaman this time around. They're gonna make goblin caves a lot more difficult. Okay, so we're gonna just pop a heal, and if he's stuck on the bookcase, I am going to capitalize on that. Yeah! I need to find a bedroll as well. Get some sleep, get a level up. I mean, there is a point to put off leveling in this game. But I hope we're past the point of holy heckaroony. It's because I know I don't have my battle gear on, but if I equipped my battle gear, I wouldn't be able to carry all of this. So yeah, should have placed some things outside, but you know, I don't do logical things. That's not fun. Ugh. Okay. I see how we're doing things right now. All right, finished. Definitely finished. Wow, the whole room felt that one. That was good because we were just about to run out of magicka as well. Okay, so let's lighten our load a little bit so we can continue. Check that out. Warlord, looks like they don't really have any interesting loot, the warlords. Tad disappointing. Then again, it's when you step into a humanoid dungeon, the positive thing is that, yeah, you're gonna get a lot of loot. The negative thing is, yeah, you're gonna get a lot of loot. It's gonna be a lot to carry, a lot to sift through, and therefore humanoid dungeons tend to take extra long. Another shaman warlord combo. This is the norm now, everybody. You better get used to it. Oh, no, and they have shields, so me hitting them is okay. We gotta clump them up, and then we gotta stack weaknesses. And then wasn't quite enough to end either one of them. But I like this. I'm actually liking this. The enemies are making us retreat a little. Try to be tactical and do our best not to die. Oh boy. I need to get out of here right now. Yeah, it's just foolish of me to not use my powers. Shield. Dragon Dream. Gates of Aetherius. Boom. Just a couple of enchants. Our power level increases significantly. And we're able to stand up to these fools again. The shields. If I could I mean, I can try to disarm by doing sideways swipes, but they're not really efficient. Oh wow, you just shot down your warlords. That leaves you totally open, Missy. Get back here. Oh, okay. So yes, that just proved that, hey, Dark, if you're struggling, it's a good chance you're not using your greater powers. And greater powers are kind of cool. We have plenty of greater powers that just totally increase all of our stats and resistances, and not using them is just lazy, really. Some dead rats over there. Oh my gosh, I am so tired of the same 2 goblin types right about now. There we go, as long as they're by themselves, we have a bit of an easier time since we can focus our fire on one of them. Which one should do in situations with several opponents as well, but holy heck, they have murdered tons. Unless these are all, I mean, they could be goblins too. They only really have one skeletal model in this game. Oh boy. Goblin nether boss? Oh wow. Hey baby, wanna see my goblin nether boss? Oh, there's a zombie in my butt. I need to get out of dodge pretty quickly now. I don't even know if I have anything here. Shield of Shasar wouldn't really do anything. I mean, Jones' shadow might help though. Go invisible. I mean, I still have a torch, but you know. Ooh, where could I be? I wonder where Marina is. Oh, he's looking. I'll let him look a little longer. Okay. So, definitely gonna pop up on some healing now. It's nice to have a reason to use these though. There we go. Okay. That should help a little. And now we've pulled the nether boss. Oh wow, they have that charge attack. Like they're playing a round of American football right here. Get out of my face and or personal space. Oh. Staggered, staggered, and staggered. That's why we need a high regen. He just teleported behind me. This little... He is so quick. Okay, there we go. Now it's just you, nether boss. And you are going right where your name suggests. You're going down. She had the amulet. Of course she did. That was Kayleen's Jade Amulet. Okay, good job. Exhausted Mine has been exhausted of all of its enemies. And that took a little trial and error. But we didn't die. We just got close several times. But that's good. I like that. I mean, I should rephrase that. It's good to feel a little difficulty in your life because it truly makes you appreciate the times where things are going well, you know? That's how we're gonna spin that. And this was what I wanted. Check, check, check. 65 gold. No boss chest in here. There might have been one that I've looted earlier just that I didn't feel like it. Or that might have been a boss chest. They could just have terrible loot. They're just less likely to. Okay, that means we should probably get our butts out of here. And this is going to be the last dungeon realm for a while. Right now our eyes are set on the Imperial City. There are a couple of beggars that I want to check out around the place. Some that I very rarely interact with because they're in the districts that I rarely really hang out in, like the Temple District. What purpose is there in the Temple District other than, you know, just passing through? Talos Plaza District has some Meccano's Place, and Elven Gardens District has several residential areas, but Temple District is... You can go to the temple there, but it's literally the worst temple in the game because you can't buy spells there, or I don't even think you can use the altar to heal yourself, although I'm not 100% on that. I do think it gets a purpose after the main quest is done, and the Temple District does play a pretty important role in the main quest, but still, it's a pretty tame area. That's why I hope that we have managed to fill it up with an Argonian priest, and that he will grace us with his great presence when we are there. Hopefully we'll find Julius alive. Okay. Time to put that... Actually, let's keep that torch out. Start a few forest fires. I think that's okay. Should get Traveler's Grace back on, though, if you want to get out there and hit the road. The good thing about using all of these Welkin stones as well is that now we have more of a reason to go into Ayleid Ruins. Because they're limited. And we have to go there to find them, so it's a good incentive. Okay, I'm just coming in. It's been forever since I've touched an Oblivion lock. Do we want to just play it safe on this one? Yeah, I think we just play it safe. Yay! It's a great picture. I should know I took it myself.
It's time for you to leave, my friend.
Rude!
What news do you bring me from Exhausted Mine?
There's this really rude guy down there that just shoos you away as soon as you go. Oh wait, that's this house. Sorry, got it mixed up. I have avenged your wife.
Then it's finally done. The goblins have paid with their blood, and my wife's brutal slaying is avenged. You risked life and limb for a cause that wasn't your own. For that I'm grateful. Please, accept these gems as a token of my gratitude.
What kind of gems would
They're all I have left of value, but you must have them. I insist.
Sure, I appreciate it. Tried at least. 6 flawless You know, you could sell those and maybe...
Will be included in my prayers forever. May the divines smile upon you.
Thank you. You know, you could probably sell those and upgrade this place from hey to hey. You know?
This is your last warning.
Okay, jeez, bipolar much. We shall be off. You can see the city in the distance. Now, we have stopped by Mephala Shrine before, but we have not yet done Mephala's quest. I believe she needs an offering of nightshade, so we should keep our eyes open for some of that. Worst case, we'll just buy some in the city. We'll be headed north to Bruma after an Imperial City trip either way. Because up near Bruma is Cloud Ruler Temple, where Martin resides, waiting for our reports. For now though, I kind of want to go back to the sewer entrance where it all began. So I believe there are some Nirnroots in the area, which could have been the first ones that we even found when we began, but it was not. I still remember the first one we actually found though, the one outside of Vilverine over by the boat. And we closed the portal there. I think Vilverine just hasn't loaded in because that looks to be the... Yes, that's the campfire. Oh, the first bandits of the game. Here we go. Let's say I loaded them. It's been a while now. See if they still remember me. Ha! Bandit Bowman doing his best, but it was not good enough. Now he chills by the fire. Sleep now in the fire. Come on, come on. Oh, there's somebody else here. Somewhere. Jeremy Soul, where have you hidden your orchestra? I just see them sitting in the bushes. Him just conducting wildly, trying to keep up with the... Oh, I just stepped on an apple. Well, we are running out of everything in life, really. There we go. Can we... There we go. Hello? Somebody's here, and it's gonna really bug me if we don't find them. Oh, are you... No, you... There used to be 2 bandits here. Maybe one of them just got a downgrade. There we go. I think the other bandit sometimes goes for a walk along the beach. Maybe we should just leave her? Well, she'll come back and, you know, find her friend on the fire and have a think or two about her line of occupation. Maybe reconsider. Well then. Here we are. The sewers where it all began. Where we first stepped out. Over there's Sideways Cave, which we explored, which I believe had some really interesting architecture in it as well. And I believe if we jump over here... There we go. There are only really a couple of Nirnroots left around the Imperial City that we'd want to grab. But I do want to go a little north now, just north enough to get us to Roxy Inn. If you remember, it's the inn where we got the quest to deal with the grave robber in the nearby cave. And apparently that was hurting business, the fact that there was like a necromancer nearby and such. However, business was just booming in that place. There were so many people there, so I did find it a little hard to believe the stories about, oh, business is so bad and such. For that though, I'm just gonna go over here and just make a save to be safe. Okay. I really haven't had any major issues with losing a lot of Well, I shouldn't say that. I think I lost a great chunk of... When I originally started this challenge, I recorded a lot of episodes, put them on a hard drive, and that hard drive went... So I did have to replay, but I figured that was okay, actually. Because the way I was playing was... I was still learning at that time, and I didn't really embrace certain aspects that... Help! I'm being attacked by a terrible mud crab. You must save me. I think he's coming here right now. Help. I don't even see the mud crab. He's gonna go halfway up the hill, turn back, and the music's still gonna be on. Music's still not gonna let up despite me going inside. But when I had that playstyle, I remember going into Vilverine and just struggling. It took me so long to get through. I had to kite every enemy and shoot them full of arrows like at least 50 times. And I mean, it was a certain charm to it, but it does look like business is worse than usual. It's 9 in the evening and there's nobody here. The last time we stopped by, this place was bustling. What happened?
I am at your disposal. What can I do for you today?
First and foremost, I want to invest.
I would gladly let you invest in my shop.
Good. I believe now we only have 3 merchants left in the game to invest in, so it's pretty good. I think we've done 93 out of 96 merchants or something like that.
There's a bed, of a sort. It ain't much, but it gets the job done. 10 gold a night if you're interested.
I would like to sleep and level up, so...
It's upstairs, second door on the left. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh boy.
Thank you.
That's a
for
great
saving
sell
my
right
business.
there.
I won't forget it.
Don't say I didn't warn ya. Oh boy. Why are there so many stains? Straight on the well, let's have a little sleep here. Now what I want to do is that I want to stop by the Imperial Prison sewers, but this time we actually want to go to the north exit of the sewers. Now, I think maybe we've cleared them before. Oh, +2, so. The results of hard work and dedication always look like luck, but you know you've earned every ounce of your success. Strength, agility, personality. We gotta try to go for more +3, especially in personality after a while. But again,
No one wants to live in the Gerald Mountains.
well, that's a bit of a broad statement right there. A very broad claim. Oh boy.
Well,
I
maybe
really wish we were carrying a little less.
in Bruma.
I
they're like
think.
Nords.
I mean, even if
They
I
don't
equipped
feel
even more
cold.
strength gear, it wouldn't help.
Look like them, right? I hear you.
Okay, let's go back outside now. So, we want to go to the north exit right here, which I believe we've cleared before, seeing as it is on the map. So, stop by there, cleared it before. There is actually a Nern route in there, though, that we just ended up never getting. Must have just passed by it. I think it's a little hidden inside. Which is also one of the last interior Nern routes that we need in the game. A lot of lists for things we're getting close to the end of. The merchants, sort of the Nern routes as well. We're making progress. And it's still surprising when I look at the list, because it feels like there's still so much to do, especially in regards to, you know, settlements and such. This map might look quite cluttered in some places, but when you see like a complete full map, you come to realize just how many places there are and just how much there is to really collect as well. So, we're just gonna have a little pleasant stroll down the shore. You know, stab a few crabs, have a few laughs, and just enjoy ourselves. Speaking of enjoying ourselves, we are actually invited to a party in Skingrad for the quest Whodunit, where we are tasked with going to Skingrad, attending a party full of people looking for this treasure supposedly hidden in the mansion, except for the fact that there is no treasure other than the treasure of death. That didn't make sense. Essentially, we're sent there to assassinate everybody. But we'll get a bonus if they don't know who the killer is, meaning if we kill them systematically and leave no traces behind and just watch the paranoia grow, we can try to put them up against each other and be like, hey, I think it might be that bloody red guard over there, you know? Former soldier, and it looks like he's quite good with a sword too. And how did the victim die? A sword, you know what I'm saying? Come on, you know, just cause total drama, really. It's just make as much drama as possible, the quest. Now, when we do it the proper way, which I do want to do, because I do like getting all the bonuses, we will get the Night Mother's Blessing, which gives us +2 to a lot of skills. I believe marksman, sneak, security, acrobatics, and one more. So we get a good boost to different skills, right? The thing about this boost is that it can potentially push you above 100. Meaning, if we get that boost now, we will be pushed to 102 acrobatics. And you might say, hey, that's cool. I mean, higher acrobatics is good, right? And technically, yes, because acrobatics never stops scaling. At least not at 100. You can keep going above 100. That's not really a cap when it comes to the height at which you can jump, which is why a leap of faith is so useful, because there we increase our agility to reach an absurd level, hence making us jump further. But when it comes to me having the final skill list in the end, part of me really wants to see every skill at 100. Not 102, not 101, but cleanly at 100. I know that might be nitpicky, but I don't know. So it's just something I've been thinking about. So yes, it might push us to 102. Yes, that would technically have a benefit. But do we really want that? Besides, the good thing about going to jail is that you can decrease your different stats. And I mean, that's a way that you can keep leveling if you decrease your major skills. But I'm gonna try and not really do that, because just getting more levels for the sake of levels seems like a pretty bad idea, considering that enemies scale with you. Now there is actually one more place we would want to stop by before we head back to the waterfront. Do you remember Volendrung? You know, the Daedric artifact, ancient legendary weapon that we acquired. Last time I had a struggle with inventory space, I kind of dropped it at the bottom of a dungeon. And left it there and went on my way. I dropped it in Fanakatakul, and now I would like to head over there and retrieve it. Hey Elvin, going about your day. Over here at the Walnut Inn we could deliver the wine, but a lot of them are currently in our chest at home. So we should probably stop by and re-grab that, because we will need Daedric artifacts sooner or later. You see, Martin, he has a particular fascination with them, and we might require one of them later. So we'll have to figure out which Daedric artifact we're willing to... Well, oh wow, that was quite a jump.
Whoa!
Which ones we're willing to give up? We need to give up one Daedric artifact, and I'm thinking it's going to be a weapon of sorts. Most likely Volendrung, just because it's so heavy and unwieldy, and it would just never be used by me. So, boom. We don't need to kill everything in here. We've already cleared out this place. Oh, oh wow. Oh, that's... Can you get out of the way? Maybe I could jump above you. Whoop! There we go. There is one boss chest in here as well. This is a small ruin, luckily, so we can very easily get to it. There's a lot of dread zombies. They hit so hard. Here we go, I believe. I think this is the one. This is the one. This is the jackpot, everybody. So, right here could be the Thing of Dreams. We could have a skill book. Or we could have 36 gold. Oh, that's so good. We have the Master Retort, but I won't say no to picking up. Actually, it kind of hurts that we're not getting the one that we really want, but, you know, you can't complain about getting a Master Retort. Good, 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 good. Oh no, I'm over encumbered. Bad place to be over encumbered. Okay, I have to pop 2 spells in order to get out of this. Pack Mule, and then the other one just ran out, so light and load. Oh, there we go. Okay. Should be over here. We dropped it. There we go, the ancient weapon. Okay, it's gonna be even heavier. East Burden. There we go. Okay, so if you pop all 3 of those feather spells... I made a strong back series, and the reason I'm not using them is that because they have a much shorter duration, they're more for shorter bursts of strength if we need it on top of all the other spells that we have. Okay, let's get up here. Okay. Let us flee. We have done well today. We acquired the Nern roots all along the shore, and now we can actually head back to the waterfront. I didn't really find any nightshade on the way, but to be honest, I wasn't really looking for it either, so I'll have to stop by an alchemist, get some of that while we're out there. For now, though, I'm just, well, jumping on the water is gonna get a little tedious after a while, so good thing we got. Then again, if I unequip that, oh, don't worry, we're almost home now. We're almost home and I can start putting away things. Oh, that's gonna be so good. You have no idea. I wouldn't have to pop a million feather spells. I know it's my own fault. But You never know. Okay, there's no real excuse. We have over 200k. That's plenty of money for the rest of the game, but it's just instinctual, okay? It's the reason I can't play The Witcher 3 anymore. If you step into a house, there are 1,000 things there screaming for your attention. You can step into a random peasant's house and you can spend 5 hours looting everything. And a lot of it is useful. That's the problem. Oh, man, it feels good to be back home. Okay. Let's start by putting away a couple of clothing items that we might want to enchant later. We'll put away the black robe. We're going to enchant the black hood, make that into the wanderer hood. Put away the grey robe in case we want to enchant that later. Put away the mythic dawn robes in case we want to play some fashion souls later on. The deceiver's finery can also go away. Now we can't quite put away our skill book Calcinator Treatise, but we can put away some of the other books here. We're gonna sell everything I don't put away now that seems like trash, we're gonna sell. So we'll put back the Mythic Dawn Commentaries, Sacred Witness, Souls Black and White, and the Lusty Argonian Maid. I believe we keep the Lusty Argonian Maids in this corner of the house. If you know. There we go, we put that over there. Wonderful. So, then we also, this is our key drawer, I do believe, isn't it? Yes, we're gonna put away keys instead of selling them, so we're gonna get rid of the Shrine of Dagon key. So, what do we put away? Well, we're gonna put away everything that we're not going to sell, essentially. We have a lot of arrows. We want to use them later for training. For now, I'm gonna put away all types of arrows except for glass arrows, because they still weight 0.1, but they do 6 damage, so they're the best of both worlds right now. And I'm gonna put away 56 just to have an even 100, because that just looks better. Wonderful. Okay. So we are also going to put away gold brands, Daedric artifacts, and we're gonna keep Volundrung with us. It's a little heavy, but that's why I also want to get rid of it eventually. The rest I think we might want to sell. So if we move over to armor, we want to put away the Daedric armor, because we want to find some cool enchantment for that later, which is going to take away a lot of our weight right now. I actually think we could also put away Voltog, which has sort of been our backup mace, our upgraded rock shatter, so to say, but I don't think we really need it right now. Then we're going to be selling some of this, making some other things into some potions. And I think we can put away a lot of these soul gems as well. We don't need all of them. I'm going to be keeping 1 black soul gem because we're going to be enchanting 1 item. And grand soul gem with the grand soul. This one we could technically turn into something. I don't know if I'm going to bother though, because now we have plenty of soul gems for a while. These we're going to keep with us. We got to remember to give some Ayleid statues to our good pal. Child overalls are precious, enchanted, magical things. Other than that, I think we're gonna go and sell what we're not gonna use here. However, we have definitely spent enough time for one day. Feels good to be back in our crappy little shack, even though we technically have a mansion that awaits us over in Skingrad. There's something cozy about this place. Also, the location is quite convenient as well. Well, guys and girls, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We finally made it back home. And in the next episode, we're going to be exploring the city a little more. Have a still good day, take care, and stay awesome. Most importantly, everybody, stay dark. Goodbye.